Good afternoon. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. Week 6 of 6 of the bar class, where we will press for full body strength and plie for lower body mobility. In previous weeks, we've been working on heavier presses for 1s and 2s. Today, we grab a lighter bell and we're working on some volume to the maximum of 5. Grab your bell, get a grip, and until then, let's get Lauren to use foot warm up or show us some shares.
Excellent. Either with a balance aid at your side, like a bar, a chair, or a countertop, or in some space. Let's start in our parallel position and march to our feet, which means we'll bring one knee forward, keeping that punch pull, which is your hips nice and level, knee forward to that demi-point position, ankle and knee in the same line. We'll go up to 2 points, and we'll come down on the other side. Same rules apply. Knee forward, ankle in. Press up, and switch. Let's do this one more time here. And by that I mean one more time. And then we'll use our toes to point. We'll flex around over. As you do that, try not to dump out of that other side or that standing leg hip. We'll go up, we'll land, we'll stay tall on the standing leg as we point, flex over, up, and then we're going to switch and add on. When we land this time, knee will bend. Light tailbone tip to the back wall, but shoulders stay stacked. Then press straight knee, go up, switch, land on a straight knee, then bend. Press up, and switch. One more time on each side. As you're doing this, think of your ankle bending. Your knees obviously bending, but try to get that ankle to bend, relaxing the front side as you go. Extend, press up, hold a two-legged balance for 3, 2, come down, knees stay straight. We'll take one leg, we'll bring it in front, we'll rotate it open. We'll pull it back underneath. We'll take the other leg, we'll bring it in front, we'll rotate it open and pull it back under. And repeat the same exercise, up to demi. Then up and switch. Just rolling through those feet for 2 more times on each side. And as we do this, we're still trying to keep that heel forward and the inseam forward. And this one will land. Toe point. Flex round over, stay tall. Back to the demi, up, switch. Toe point. Staying tall, flexing over, rolling back, up, land. Knee bends, create a diamond, press, up, and switch. Land on straight. Absorb a landing, bending the ankle, up, and switch. Staying stacked, shoulders on top of hips. And last one. And then we'll extend. We'll press up to two-legged balance, hold. Push down to go up. Try to move your head, move your arms for 3, 2, bring it back to center. Legs stay straight, land. Return those legs back underneath you, shake it out. Let's make our way to the floor, quick plank before a little split warm up. With your T-Rex arms and your blades lightly together, let's tuck our chin. Then let's round and fold through that upper back. Pulling that belly button in, shift your weight forward in your feet. Flex and round over top of those hips, ending up in your forward fold. Once you're here, let those arms go. Dangle, breathe, maybe straighten one knee, bend the other, straighten, bend, and then bend the knees and come on down. Here, we'll come down so our hands are under our shoulders. We'll tuck our toes back into that plank because we'll be pressing. We need all the core strength we can get. So let's get up there, squeeze our butt cheeks, pull the floor together underneath you without moving, which means engaging those lats, squeezing the butts, bracing the abs, but breathing underneath. Keep that tension high for 5, tighter 4, tighter 3, 2, knees down. Make your way to your bottom and end up in that splits position.
Awesome. So in that splits, either decide to have those high tension karate dorsiflex ankles or those most gorgeous ballet points. So we'll be pressing perhaps from this position, and I will be choosing to use that shaped foot. I feel more grounded. So be disciplined in your choice. And perhaps just enjoy a nice little forward fold here, or just a little side to side slide. Again, if you have tons of mobility and you're all lyrical about it, try to tighten up those abs and find that tension in the whole center. And if we're fairly stiff and having a tough time move, just try to ease into that just a little bit. We want tension, we want relaxation. We're humans, we want it all. And then, with the hands forward, or maybe can you find those forearms, keep the spine long, keep your tailbone reaching to that wall from behind you, and just breathe into that light, perhaps even heavy adductor groin stretch. And again, keep breathing. And as you can, could you get all the way? It's not breakfast time, but what about a good old-fashioned pancake? And then from there, take your time. Come on up to a tall sit. I think Lauren will have one more plank here to fire up those abs.
Let's bring those legs back in, flip ourselves over. One more plank as he had said, and we'll make our way to standing to just get holding that bell before we get pressing. We're in that plank position. Last time we thought of parallel lines, let's think of that X pattern tension this time, which means cheeks squeezed, kneecaps pulled up, quads engaged, abs are braced. Now, without moving, pull your right hand to your left hip, and then pull your left hand to your right hip, and pull them across the body at the same time for 5, 4, tighter, 3, everything, 2, lift the hips, walk your feet to your hands to your feet, or a mixture of both, and then tuck your chin, and pull, using your abs to stack yourself up. Muscles, 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 head is last to land, and give that a little shake.
Nice stack.
We'll warm up with that kettlebell in the rack position, which is the position we've been pressing out of it's the position you press out of over the past 6 weeks. So let's get that bell, pick it up, hold it, think about pressing in, and come back to that next time. We're over top of our bell, we use our hinge where we push our hips back. Grip, get into that rack position. Let's check in with this position. It's a nice straight wrist, a vertical forearm. Bell more on your forearm than your bicep. Squeeze your cheeks like you're in the plank, brace your core, think about pressing in, pull it back down, 2 hands, and park the bell where you got it. Shake it out, repeat on the second side. Hinge, grip, hold to rack. Hold, again, vertical forearm, nice straight wrist. Abs, strong foundation, even in both feet. Try to avoid leaning under that bell for 4, 3, 2, place it down, park it, up, and shake to the bar.
At the bar. Excuse me. Lauren's warming up those plies with that foot warm up. So let's integrate a plie in our tendu exercise. Hand can be in that second position or just placed on the hip. With the feet in first, let's plie, tendu or stretch the leg out front, and resume tall. And then close the first. Tendu front, close first. Repeating that cross pattern, it goes plie to the side, full stretch, and close. Point to the side, and close. Repeating to the back, full stretch of the leg. There we go, back to first, back and first. And then to the side again, that one last time, with the full leg stretch, close, tendu, and close. Let's incorporate our dégagé as well here, and we'll go single repetitions around and follow that with doubles. Front and side, and back and side, and front and side. Listen for that brush. Back, side, and side. Now stay off the floor and pull it into that ankle or coup-de-pied position. And just hold that nice flat balance on the flat foot right away. Toes point down, knees place side, ribs over those hips, and then finish in your tall first position. And then just somewhat loosey-goosey, just move on over to the other side. Same thing, that plie shape first, tendu and stretch first, front, first, plie, out to the side, stretch and close, point, close. To the back through the plie, keep those knees straight, cue for you and me both as always, and knees and stretch, and tall and close, tendu, close. Now single dégagé, front side, and back, and side, and two to the quick, front, and side, back, side, and then just find that ankle balance, that coup-de-pied position, nice and tall. Lauren cued us to cramp that standing leg, grabbing on the bar for some balance here, and just hold, arms can be first, second, or just work on a nice little quarter bra as you go down. And then, that's the lighter versions of stuff, now I'm getting heavy.
So to those presses, as previously described, we've been working with a heavy bell, and we're getting back the volume to finish today. So we have 5 reps at each position, and we're starting with our standing position here. Over top of your bell. We'll hinge, we'll grip, hold to the rack, and up to 5 presses here. Keep that last press nice and strong, knowing we have 4 more sets after this. Last one here, and then putting the bell down and parking. Up without. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. This is step 1 of 5. Pace yourself as needed. Hinge, grip, pull. Practice that breath as you press that bell. Practice that core tension. Keep the vertical forearm driving through that pinky side as you press overhead. Last one here. Pull it down and park. Take a second. See you soon.
Put some air under that and just rest it away. We're back to the bar and we're back to that first position with the feet. We'll be working on the développé and enveloppé exercise here. So let's go to that ankle coup de pied. You've been there before. Then we'll reach out front and dégagé. Then return to the first position. Then return out front, return the knee side and down. Now just for 4 repetitions, let's go out to the side, dégagés. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then ankle back coup de pied, stretch out the back and close. Then reach out the back, knee to the side and down. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's repeat to the front. Ankle, front. First, front, knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Knee side and back. Close, back, knee side down. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time to the front. First, front, knee side down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Ankle back, stretch, close to the back. Knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Then climb that leg, find your ankle balance at coup de pied, and then perhaps with consistency of the bar or without, find that nice demi position. Arms perhaps prepping for a plié in your imagination. And by plié, I mean pirouette. And then 2 points and back down. And graceful shape. So do the same thing 3 times around, front and back développés and dégagés out to the side. That's somewhat poor. We want to keep that knee nice and straight. Then there is light. We're going to wait for a little. She's telling me to keep going, but we're a team. We'll wait for her. We'll wait for you.
So I just want a little
Maybe
break.
write us a comment while we're waiting. But we're back. So let's go. We have ankle, front, first, front. Knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Ankle back, stretch, close to the back. Knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Again to the front. First, front. Knee side down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Ankle, stretch, close, back. Knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Knee side, front. First, front. Knee side and down. 4 and 3. Great pace. Knee side and back. First to the back. Knee side and down. 4 and 3, 2, 1. And then pull up. That nice ankle position or coup de pied. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts. Get your focus. Hold a nice high balance on that relevé, demi point, and then 2 points, first position. So that's coming. It's a lovely day outside.
All right, we're taking away basic support. So we're coming down to that lunge position here. Again, trying to keep 5 reps on each side. As we've progressed over the 6 weeks, we've done this different level workout, and we're coming back to it with that higher volume. We are today going to go pressing off the leg that's behind you. So same arm, back leg presses. Hip hinge, grips bell to that rack position. 5. You have less feet contact with the floor because one is behind you, but still connect with those abs. What was that?
One more.
Abs and butt as you go here. You need that strong core to keep you upright and to keep you from wiggling side to side. You also have that off arm for tension. Here we go, second step. Pull to the rack, root, drive down into the floor as you press that bell towards overhead. Again, think that plank tension. Pressing the tension here. Is that it?
That's fine.
And then park.
Nice.
Where will it go next?
I'm not sure about those presses, but I know where we're going at the bar. We're going to some weight transfers, and we'll do that again to the front, the side, and the back. So, let's do it. Let's get into our tendu exercise. Then land toe ball heel, weight transfer, inside leg, coup de pied. Then reach back, land toe ball heel, dégagé front, and then close to the first. Then out to the side, tendu, and a quick weight transfer, coup de pied, and then stretch, dégagé, brush off the floor, and then close to the first. Repeat to the back with a tendu, and then knee side, and back, and then point to the front. Flick out the back and return to the first. Then the side one more time, arrive at that balanced position of plié, and then one more time. Then pull the knee high this time as you go into that passive position. Knees to the side, toes point down, nice tension through the foot, cramping the standing leg, and breathing among all other things. And then pulling that tall first position, and then we'll shake. So weight transfers here. Sometimes you incorporate that on our class, but I'm not that corny to do that live, so we'll save that for maybe next semester. Until then, it's that tendu front and toe ball heel, and then find that inside ankle plié. Then stretch out the back, dégagé front, and close. And then to the side with a weight transfer and arrive, sticking that landing, and then brush away and close. Then to the back, point front, knee side, and then reach front, toe ball heel, dégagé back ankles first, and then one last time to the side, find the ankle, and find that nice high passive position again. Toes point down, knees point side. Anything to add here, Lauren?
No, just stay stacked on that standing leg and keep crowning that knee to the side, as well as breathing. And then come down.
And come back down.
All right. What comes after lunges, you wonder? I won't make you wait any longer. Tall kneel. So come on down, let's go knees pressed towards over toes, soft landing, hips will be extended once we press. We'll have to pick up our bell, so we'll use a little bit of a hinge, pulling that bell to the rack position, and then keep those hips extended as you press. You have your knees lightly driving into the floor, your butt cheek squeezed, and again, still try to keep ribs down, so we're not arching that low back as we go. 2 hands to place the bell down. Second side, hinge to grip, pull to rack, 5. Use your tension in your back, pressing off that full belly of air. And last one. And then 2 hands on, place it down, keep your toes tucked behind you, rock yourself back, and press through to top, to the bottom.
This is a two-parter here. Something pretty darn quick, and something nice and lovely and slow. So working on the 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1-1, dégagés, and then right back up, 8s on the other side, 4s and 2s and 1s. Arms in second, or on that bar. We'll start on the A, and Lauren, are you ready?
Yes?
3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 8. Now other side, 4, 5, and 6, and 8. Now 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great speed. 2 and 1. Now 2 quick ones. 2 quick ones. The singles, the singles, the singles, the singles. Now start the other side and go for 8 again. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, and 2, and a single, and a single, and a single, and a close. Excellent. Let's just grab that bar now and work on one quick, well, rather slow. One slow, straight leg plongeon, then a bend back. So from that first position, it's tendu to the front. With that tendu, let's maintain the turnout as you reach that leg to the side, and stretch out the back. And it'll just brush all the way through off the floor. And then lead the toes back or ankle forward as you go into the back, keep it on the floor, and then reach it around to the front and back to that first position. Now let's do a knee bend or plié, straight leg out front. Now keep that bent knee reaching for the bar at the side. Maintain that turnout in the hip as you wrong leg. We'll stretch, let's brush all the way through again. And then off the floor, back on the floor, to the back with a plié. And then that external rotation, the hip to the side, to the front, and stretch. And let's just bring that up. Passe next, and then a little passe balance. Demis, amazing. Flat foot, just as good. Choose your own challenge. Choose your own ending with control, and then back down. I'm glad I have peripheral vision because Lauren reminded me you were supposed to plié that second time, so thank you. always learning, always trying to go through that list. So it's to the front and to the side, maintain the turnout, straight knees and butt squeeze. And then all the way through the gateway at first, brush front, and then to the back. The toes lead, the glutes squeeze, and the knees straighten. And we take it to the front and back into the first. And we'll plie, reach the leg out front, and then out to the side, and reach back. And in my peripheral vision, I saw a better example of that on more than I felt with me. And we'll go all the way through, and this time again, bend on that plie. Keep the leg nice and straight, reach to the side, to the front and stretch, then up with a straight leg, and then find that nice passe hold. Flat feet is fantastic. Challenge yourself accordingly with your releve, and then back down to that first position. And maybe shake out those calves. How are the balance muscles going?
All right.
Press low.
So it's our last, I decide which level set press is here. We are going to come down to where we started today, which was our split position. So bring yourself on now. Set yourself up accordingly, sitting up nice and tall. You'll have to pull that belt to the center. We're pulling that belt to the rack position and still going for 5. You will notice without your legs in use here, it will be a little harder to press. If 5's too many, choose a number that's less. Pull to rack, tension everywhere else. We like those cardio dorsiflex feet here, bringing tension into the quads, keeping that core brace. And one last time. And especially from this position, making sure you're staying up tall. Try to avoid that lean back and that excessive lean to one side. Pull to the rack, we have 5 on the other side. That off arm provides some tension. You're still patterning that same breathing. It's up to help you, inhale down, up to help you, inhale down, and then park that ball. Whew, with control. Stand up, however you like me. Try not to use your hands. Come on up.
We're back up. We just have a couple more exercises to do at the bar, and I believe one last set of presses. Choose your own adventure according with the bell. And until then, listen to me. No, just kidding. Here we are, we're back at the bar, and let's work on the fondue. So let's pull up to ankle coup de pied as you bend that inside standing leg, and then let's stretch on a flat foot. And then find that bent knee coup de pied again, and stretch out to the side. To the back, flat foot on the standing leg, full leg stretch, and then back ankle coup de pied to the side. Now rise up onto that demi point with the leg out to the side. And as we come down, ankle, and then rise onto demi. And then condition the landing, and power away with the glutes. Back to the ankle, and a full stretch. And one more time, to the side. Now bring it to passe. Let's just go back down to a flat foot, and challenge that attitude position out front, with the knee side, toes point, belly button in line with that foot. Let's bring it back to passe. And do our attitude position at the back as well, in that attitude position, with the toes pointing right down the center of the back, beneath the side. Let's return passe one more time, and back to that first position, and we'll stretch. So flat feet for the first time on the fondues, second time from the demi, all the way back to the demi. Let's do it. Knee bend, knee stretch. Knee bend, toes point, knee stretch. On the back, full stretch of course, and then again to the side, stay there, rise, and then land together and stretch together. Create the diamond and stretch. Back ankle diamond, full stretch, and then one more time to the side. Find passe on demi, come down with control, and again, that's external rotation in the hip, point energy through those toes, breathe, and back to passe. And then again, that rear position attitude, that internal rotation on the hip, straighten out the leg, level out those hips, back to passe, back to first.
Those are heavy legs.
Take.
All right, I told you that it was going to be choose your own ending. Then you can still make it that way because I can't see you. So you could do any of the previously done positions tonight. Or you could stay with us tall, and you could try to hit 5 reps. Or you could try to hit 6 reps. Or where you try to hit 7 reps. Numbers go up after 7 too. All the way maybe up to 10. You choose. Maybe you choose as you go. Again, I don't know what you're thinking. So
I don't know what you're thinking. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna try for 8-ish.
Amazing. Let's do it.
Let's use our hinge, pick that bell up, root the feet, and use your breath as you go. They're not super fast presses, but we're also not taking our time. Because the longer we take, the more time we spend underneath that bell. That was going right.
7.
6, 7, I think. 8. What are you doing?
10.
Oh. Didn't we say 8 before we
That's
started?
what you said.
What? You asked me, but you didn't give your own opinion?
No.
Okay,
I
10.
challenge you so much aerobically that I have to challenge her every once in a while as well.
I did 10, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's try to match that number on the other side. Take that breath, root the feet, here we go. Inhale to pull. 1.
Is this 5?
Yep. 6, still have that off arm. Abs and butt. 8, use your breath, it really helps. 9. 10. And back. There we go. Surprise. Week 6. Pumping the presses.
Awesome. Let's take those bells and move them out of the way and clear some space to work inside. Now these are some of our favorite weight transfers in the in the middle of the room. So let's work on, again, some nice weight transfers here. So we'll start nice and tall and just tendu, head to the side, and land 12-ball heel. Now let's pull ourselves to one side and the other, from our hips level. Always check that out. Then from this position, could you lift? And are you heavy on the toes? If you could go up to that down point.
Of which foot?
Of that foot, the standing one. Then land 12-ball heel. Feel this pull energy across and push. And then the same thing. Point the toes, straighten the knee, lift, and think of being very heavy on the forefoot again. Then land 12-ball heel. We'll pull ourselves across yet again, and then lift. And this time, stretch that standing leg, and maybe lift that leg a little higher. And then tap or land 12-ball heel, and then push yourself across, same thing. I should have been on a bent leg there, I'm not sure how that worked, but let's do the same thing, and now we'll bend the knee, pull ourselves across, and this will be the last one again here. So lift and full stretch, whether the hands are on the hips, or maybe even out to that side second position. Hold for just a second or two, land, bend, feel the pull, complemented with the push, the full leg stretch. Make sure you don't hit your training partner, and then perhaps find that demi-point balance again, and then knees, bend, pull yourself to the middle, perhaps just get nice and low as if a grand plié, and then stretch, finishing super tall, super pumped, really fun and functional workout. Anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
Me too. The bells are going here. We used our bars. We used our other bells in the studio, and we're very grateful for sharing these last 6 weeks with you.
So we take a week off next week from our YouTubing claim to fame here, where we rest and we recover. We might do our own kettlebell workout. We might just take the week to enjoy some time off. And then after that, we start back another week, 6-week semester with their Tuesday class starting with the bell, our Thursday with the bar, and our Saturdays playing with the strength. So we have one more class in the 6-week semester, and that's Saturday live at 8 a.m. with your body weight. But until then, check out our website, check out our Patreon, like and subscribe on YouTube, and
Take care,
stay strong.
and let's train soon. Have a good afternoon, and a good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.